factor the plasmotoxin in their cat, and then you factor in the whole thing with the fact that they're trapped in this building. They're constantly around their cat. They're constantly rubbing it. They're stressed. Their cat's shedding plasmotoxin all over them. And then there's plasmotoxin.
No expletives on the show.
They're shedding it. They're shedding plasmotoxin.
Oh, shedding.
Okay. They're shedding. Yeah. Shedding. Yeah. So they're shedding. I know, right? I was like, did I swear? No, I didn't. I said, yeah. Anyway. So they're shedding plasmotoxin all over their owners. But I'm starting to suspect that there's already some sort of plasmotoxin component to it, because here's this. All these people are out. They've got their heads. Now, this is crazy. Mind you, now, this is post them probably throwing their cat out the window. But just let me finish. This is really important.
Go ahead.
These people are sticking their heads out the windows of their apartments as far as the eye can see. And we're talking like 30, 40 stories up, right? Like all the way from like ground floor up. People are screaming, crying, and you got to pull up the video. And there's this weird moment where you realize, like, darn, that's like Cats at Night. And that's when it hits. And the only other time you saw something this bizarre was when a collective group was under the same kind of mental stress right after the election. All the weird, like, cringe, failed videos of people, like, freaking out after Donald Trump won. It was like watching somebody burn a hive-minded organism at one time. And people are starting to realize
all of the supplements, vitamin C, all of the Colloidal Silver Bullet, all of this. People are I definitely want to touch on that, but I wanted to communicate this to people to let you know that, like, you know, without a lot of gory details, what it showed you was that, like, the psychological damage that's occurring because of the situation is irreversible. But in regards to getting back to all seasons, so it's winter time. You need to get your vitamin D. You need to take your B complexes. They're all basically metallic substances. I mean, B6 is manganese or magnesium, right? Mm-hmm. And some other chemicals. But essentially, all these vitamins are doing is making your body turn alkaline quicker, so the virus can't function. And it basically dies off, and your body passes it without it going dormant. It has nowhere to hide in the tissue, right? Mm-hmm. So essentially, that's what you're doing with that. Now, with chaga mushrooms, and there's 12, I can't remember what the term is called, but I swear I will have it for you next time. This lovely lady and I talk. But essentially, the chaga mushrooms function to basically disrupt AIDS, or the HIV virus. And since there's two components in the virus that are known HIV components, the chaga mushroom definitely has a very destructive reaction to those. Meaning that if you want to kill the virus, chaga mushroom, fruiting chaga mushroom, meaning the chaga mushroom that they get off the side of the tree, not from under it where the roots are, where the mycelium is, you don't want that stuff. It doesn't have the same effect. So basically what we're talking about here is that the chaga mushroom, and there's 12 other ones. There's another one in China. Then there's this other substance that I just heard about the other day from Mike, the health ranger. I want to interject really quick. I got something to say. I wouldn't recommend the chaga mushroom from China. Mexico also is a great supplier of the chaga.
Russia's a good source too. Russia, actually, I think from what I understand, Russia has like a really good. Russia has a really good source. They have I think they're considered the better producer of it because it's coming from elm trees. Mm-hmm. You know, I think from what I understand, chaga mushrooms definitely grow better off of elm trees, and Russia definitely has that. From what I understand, that's kind of where that's where their source is, or at least that's one of the known benefits of getting it from them is that's where it's coming from. But there's also a strange tree that grows in Taiwan. It's a cedar, and the Japanese
soon because I have.
Okay, so quickly now. So that's the winter time. Moving into the spring, you're going to have to really make sure that you stay dry because it's going to be a wet time. But not just a wet time. You're going to want to make sure. I mean, like throughout the whole thing, you're gonna want that.
Of cinnamon, like 10,000 milligrams of cinnamon. It's a natural
cinnamon definitely helps. Don't forget nutmeg. Cinnamon helps. Nutmeg helps. But one of the things is that you're gonna need to make sure that you listen. Spend the money on a rain galage kit. That means the rain boots. That means the rain pants, the cheap yellow ones if you have to, or the blue ones. I don't care. The fisherman's clothing.
The rain boots.
Yeah, definitely the rain.
T-shirt that we got, the coronavirus T-shirt. It says my corona.
Don't do that. Don't do that, people. Like, don't do that. Because you may run into something. We're going to be fast approaching a situation where you're going to run into something very something.
I have to go though because my son is. He went to Brahms, which is an ice cream parlor here where we live, and he's going to be home shortly. So I got to wrap up the show, unfortunately. But do
you have 1 minute? Do you have 1 minute for me left? Just even one.
1 minute.
Okay, so long story short, I said this before, but realistically speaking, if it gets to that point, your doorway is your biggest vector of bringing it into your home. And this might sound a little dumb, but this is the smartest thing I can tell you. You're going to want to go and buy one of those painting or construction zipper sealing kits, where there's this sort of tarp that you can place right in front of your door, and it's got a zipper on it, and you just cut it out to fit the space you want. I think that's how it still works, or at least that's the one I saw. So you can cut it out to fit the door you want, and it's got a zipper on it. And what that zipper does is it's in the middle of the tarp, and you can use that to cover your door with.
Wow.
Opposite the way it swings out. So if your door swings out, put that zipper on the swings out the side of your door. That door swings. If your door swings inward, then put that zipper on the outside. It may look silly, but when you're controlling, like if you're creating a seal between your door and your foyer, if you have a foyer, then that's smart. Even if you have it, I mean, like the reality of the matter is that like you cannot. That's just it. You cannot be caught.
You're cutting out.
Cautious.
We will
at the end of the day
do this again. We will definitely do this again, but you're cutting out.
Thank you for your time.
You're so welcome. Thank you so much, David, and stay safe. And folks, this has been another episode of Portal to Justice off the cuff today. Jacob, my live listeners page. Everybody, thanks so much for joining the live chat. If you'd like to support my content, I am on Patreon, and I'm on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Thanks so much for tuning in. Bye, guys. God bless.